If you're eating salmon every day, thinking you're healthy like the Japanese, you might actually be shortening your lifespan. The Japanese don't live to 100 because of what they eat. They live that long because of 5 specific foods they completely avoid. And chances are, you're eating at least 3 of them right now thinking they're good for you. I'm going to show you exactly what these foods are and what they're doing inside your body that's stealing years from your life. The first food might shock you because it's in almost every health influencer's morning routine: breakfast cereal. Even the ones marketed as healthy. Here's what nobody tells you. The Japanese breakfast looks nothing like ours. No cereal boxes, no granola, no oatmeal packets with dried fruit. And there's a reason their bodies age slower because of it. When you eat breakfast cereal, your blood sugar spikes within 15 minutes. Your pancreas floods your bloodstream with insulin to handle it. This happens every single morning. Over time, your cells become resistant to that insulin. Your body has to produce more and more just to do the same job. This is called insulin resistance, and it's the hidden mechanism behind almost every age-related disease: heart disease, diabetes, even Alzheimer's, which scientists now call type 3 diabetes because of how connected it is to blood sugar problems. The Japanese eat miso soup, rice, grilled fish, and pickled vegetables for breakfast. No sugar crash at 10 a.m., no brain fog, no insulin roller coaster. Their energy stays stable because their blood sugar stays stable. And that stability is what keeps their cells young. Think of insulin like a key that unlocks your cells to let sugar in. When you flood your body with it every morning, the locks start to break. The Japanese never break those locks because they never flood the system. And this is just the first food. The second one is even worse because doctors actually recommend it. Fruit juice, orange juice, apple juice, even the fresh-pressed ones. If you're drinking juice thinking it's healthy because it comes from fruit, you need to hear this. The Japanese don't drink juice. Walk into a Japanese home, you won't find it. They eat whole fruit, but they drink water or tea. And the difference between eating an orange and drinking orange juice is the difference between aging slowly and aging fast. Here's what happens inside your body. When you drink juice, you're getting all the sugar from multiple fruits with none of the fiber. An 8-ounce glass of orange juice has the sugar of 4 oranges, but it takes you 30 seconds to drink. No chewing, no fiber slowing down absorption. That sugar hits your liver like a flood. Your liver can't process it all at once, so it starts converting that sugar into fat. Not the fat under your skin, visceral fat, the dangerous kind that wraps around your organs and releases inflammatory chemicals into your bloodstream.
The Japanese understand something most people don't. Liquid sugar is not the same as solid sugar. Your body doesn't register liquid calories the same way. You can drink 300 calories of juice and still feel hungry 20 minutes later, but eat 300 calories of actual food and you feel satisfied. This is why juice makes you gain weight without ever feeling full. Your hunger hormones don't respond to it. You're just adding pure sugar to your day that your body doesn't even recognize as food. And inflammation from that visceral fat, that's what ages you. It damages your blood vessels. It makes your joints hurt. It clouds your thinking. The Japanese avoid all of this by simply not drinking their calories. This is where most people get it wrong. They think the problem is processed junk food, but some of the most aging foods are the ones you think are healthy. Number 3 is one you probably ate today: bread. Any kind: whole wheat, multigrain, sourdough. The Japanese eat rice, not bread, and that difference is saving their arteries. When you eat bread, even whole grain bread, it breaks down into glucose faster than table sugar. The glycemic index of whole wheat bread is 71. Table sugar is 65. Let that sink in. The healthy bread you're eating spikes your blood sugar higher than spoonfuls of sugar. And that spike doesn't just happen once. It happens every time you eat a sandwich, every time you have toast, every time you grab a wrap. But here's the part that really ages you. Modern wheat isn't the same wheat your grandparents ate. It's been hybridized to contain more gluten, more yield, more shelf stability. That means more inflammation in your gut. Your intestinal lining becomes permeable. Particles that should stay in your digestive system leak into your bloodstream. Your immune system sees them as invaders and attacks. This creates chronic, low-grade inflammation throughout your entire body. Your immune system is constantly on alert, constantly fighting, constantly inflamed. That's cellular aging. The Japanese eat white rice. And before you say white rice is bad because you heard it's high glycemic, understand this. They eat it with vegetables, fish, and fermented foods. That combination lowers the glycemic response. The fiber from vegetables slows digestion. The protein from fish stabilizes blood sugar. The fermented foods heal the gut. It's not about the single food, it's about how foods work together. Western bread is usually eaten with more carbs, bread and pasta, bread and potatoes, sandwich with chips. It's carbs on carbs, and your body can't handle it. Almost nobody checks this, but bread also contains something called advanced glycation end products, or AGEs. These form when sugars bind to proteins at high heat, like when bread is baked. AGEs damage collagen and elastin, the proteins that keep your skin firm and your blood vessels flexible. More AGEs means faster wrinkles, stiffer arteries, and older-looking skin. The Japanese diet is naturally low in AGEs because they steam, simmer, and grill at lower temperatures. They're not baking bread at 400 degrees every day. And that's not even the mistake causing the most damage. Number 4 is in your fridge right now, and you probably think it's one of the healthiest things in there. Low-fat yogurt, or any low-fat dairy product, milk fat-free, reduced-fat cheese. The Japanese traditionally didn't eat much dairy at all, and when they do now, it's full fat, because removing fat from dairy does something most people never realize.
When manufacturers remove fat, they have to add something back to make it taste good. That something is sugar. A single serving of low-fat fruit yogurt can have as much sugar as a candy bar, but it's marketed as health food. You eat it thinking you're being good to your body. Meanwhile, your blood sugar is spiking, just like it does with cereal and juice. Same insulin flood, same fat storage, same inflammation. But there's something worse. Fat is what makes you feel full. It's what signals your brain that you've eaten enough. When you remove the fat, you remove the satiety, so you eat more. You're still hungry an hour later, so you snack. You're adding hundreds of extra calories to your day without realizing it, because the fat that would have kept you satisfied is gone. Your body needs fat to absorb vitamins A, D, E, and K. These are fat-soluble. Without fat in your meal, you can't absorb them properly. The Japanese eat full-fat fish, full-fat miso, whole eggs. Their bodies absorb nutrients efficiently. Your low-fat diet is starving you at the cellular level, even while you're eating plenty of food. You're nutrient deficient with a full stomach. And here's what that does to aging. Those vitamins you're not absorbing? Vitamin D protects your bones and immune system. Vitamin K keeps calcium in your bones instead of your arteries. Vitamin E protects your cells from oxidative damage. Without them, you age faster. Your bones weaken, your arteries harden, your cells deteriorate, all because you chose low-fat yogurt instead of full-fat. This sounds healthy, but it's not. Your body reacts very differently than you think. Now, the fifth food is the most controversial because it's become trendy in health circles. Smoothies. Green smoothies, protein smoothies, meal replacement smoothies. The Japanese don't blend their food, they eat it whole. And that simple difference changes everything about how your body processes nutrients. When you blend food, you're pre-digesting it. You're breaking down the fiber structure. That fiber is supposed to slow down sugar absorption and feed the healthy bacteria in your gut. But when it's blended, it doesn't work the same way. A smoothie with banana, berries, spinach, and protein powder might have 40 grams of sugar, even if it's all from fruit. And because it's liquid, it absorbs fast, faster than if you ate those same foods whole. Your gut bacteria need intact fiber to ferment. That fermentation process creates short-chain fatty acids that reduce inflammation, strengthen your gut lining, and regulate your immune system. When you blend everything, you're robbing your gut bacteria of their food. Over time, your microbiome weakens, bad bacteria overgrow, your gut becomes inflamed, and 70% of your immune system is in your gut. When your gut is inflamed, your entire body is inflamed.
The Japanese eat vegetables. They chew them. They don't drink them. Chewing activates enzymes in your saliva that start digestion properly. It signals your stomach to prepare. It tells your brain you're eating. None of that happens with a smoothie. You drink it in 2 minutes, and your body barely registers it as a meal. Here's the other problem. Smoothies make it way too easy to overconsume. You can fit 3 bananas, 2 cups of berries, a handful of spinach, almond butter, and protein powder into 1 cup. Try eating all of that as whole food. You'd be stuffed halfway through. But in smoothie form, you drink it without thinking. That's 600 calories you didn't need, didn't chew, and your body didn't recognize as satisfying. The Japanese practice hara hachibu. Eat until you're 80% full. You can't do that with a smoothie because the feedback loop is broken. You don't feel full until 20 minutes later when it's too late. You've already overconsumed. So here's what's really happening. These 5 foods, cereal, juice, bread, low-fat dairy, and smoothies, are all marketed as healthy, but they all do the same thing. They spike your blood sugar, create inflammation, disrupt your gut, and make you overeat without realizing it. The Japanese avoid all 5, not because of some ancient wisdom, not because of tradition, but because their bodies respond better. They have lower rates of obesity, diabetes, heart disease, and dementia. They live longer, and it starts with what they don't eat. The #1 mistake isn't eating junk food, it's eating health food that isn't actually healthy. It's trusting labels that say whole grain, low fat, and natural. It's drinking your calories instead of eating them. It's choosing convenience over biology. Your body wasn't designed for liquid sugar, industrial bread, and pre-digested smoothies. It was designed to chew whole food, digest it slowly, and absorb nutrients efficiently. The Japanese never forgot that. We did. Which one of these mistakes were you making without realizing it? If you want more health advice that actually works, subscribe to Revitamen.